Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to online welcoming you international student class of 2022 February intake. My name is Anissa from the International Office and I'm the MC for this event. Thank you for joining us today, and I would like to welcome our distinguished guests that come here for today. Director of Strategic Partnership and International Office, Ibu Lia Yudinawati. Good afternoon, Ibu.
Good afternoon, Nisa. Good afternoon, everyone.
The Head of Informatics Undergraduate Study Program, Bapak Erwin Budi Setiawan. Good afternoon, Pak.
Good afternoon, Mbak Nisa.
The Manager of International Office, Ibu Indah Fajarwati. Good afternoon, Ibu Indah.
Hi, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum.
The Assistant Manager of Digital Content Development and Production Service, Bapak Wawan Tripiawan. Hello, good afternoon, Pak Wawan. The Assistant Manager of International Mobility, Ibu Lia Marlia. Good afternoon, Ibu Lia.
Hello, very good afternoon from Bandung.
The Assistant Manager of International Services, Ibu Mefti Septiani. Good afternoon, Ibu Mefti.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
And the representative of Open Library, Ibu Jeng Ayuning Tias. Good afternoon, Ibu Ajeng.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
And all new international students, international office staffs, and international office student bodies. We would like to congratulate all other new admitted students and welcome to the Telkom University, #1 private university in Indonesia. Before we start the event, I would like to ask all guests to sing our national anthem Indonesia Raya and continue with March of Telkom University.
Telkom University, sinergi bangun negeri, maju dalam ilmu pengetahuan, satukan tekad bersama, padukan langkah, bawa bangsa menuju garis depan. Raih cita raju asa, singsingkan lengan, tingkatkan inovasi, unggulan dan prestasi, semua demi keluhuran bangsa. Masyarakat hadapan sejahtera, laksanakan pendidikan dengan semangat pengabdian, ciptakan kehidupan gemilang. Telkom University, kebanggaan Pertiwi, maju dengan karya, berperan bagi bangsa, bagi Indonesia, bagi dunia. Telkom University, sinergi bangun negeri, maju dalam ilmu pengetahuan. Satukan tekad bersama, padukan langkah, bawa bangsa menuju garis depan. Raih cita rajut asa, sing-singkan lengan, tingkatkan inovasi, tumbuh dan berprestasi. Semua demi keluhuran bangsa, masyarakat adil makmur sejahtera. Laksanakan pendidikan dengan semangat pengabdian, ciptakan kehidupan gemilang. Telkom University, kebanggaan pertiwi, maju dengan karya, berperan bagi bangsa, bagi Indonesia, bagi dunia.
To begin, we would like to invite Director of Strategic Partnership and International Office, Ibu Lia Yuldinawati STMM, to present the welcoming speech.
Thank you, Nisa. And good afternoon from Indonesia to everyone. I would like to welcome you to Telkom University, the best private university in Indonesia. It is both an honor and privilege to be with you today and welcome you to this amazing community you are now officially Tel-U citizen. The COVID-19 pandemic has created uncertainty for all of us. The uncertainty is especially pronounced for students and your parents as you head off for your first years at Telkom University. As you may know, we have been teaching only remotely in the last 2 years as an unavoidable consequence of the pandemic. This semester, we have planned a hybrid learning, but we have to postpone it again due to the current condition of Omicron. But we have been working nonstop to develop a comprehensive plan to return to in-person teaching and learning beginning hopefully still this semester. I want to reiterate that the safety of you and your loved one is of the utmost importance. While keeping that foremost in our thoughts, we can continue to work together, remain determined, and move toward a better tomorrow as Tel-U citizens. Even though we are still in the pandemic, we are very grateful to be able to accept exchange and KNB students directly on this campus and can still meet face-to-face online with other students who choose to exchange online or still have to stay in their respective countries. My special message to all KNB awardees, congratulations for being in Indonesia after on hold for 1 semester. I hope your Bahasa Indonesia learning process can be accelerated well so that you are ready for your master program in the coming semester. And for all exchange students, enjoy your 1 semester stay and learning in Indonesia. Explore as many experiences as possible. This will be a valuable provision for you in the future. And finally, for all regular students, I cannot wait to meet you in person. Hope to meet you as soon as possible. Before I ended this, please look around you. The people who are with you today will be your friends and perhaps your partners in your professional life in the future. The international office, academic team, and your buddies, they will be your best source of support and they will help you make the most of your experience here. Welcome once again and have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Still mute, I think, Nisa. Yeah.
Thank you, Ibu Lia, for the speech. Now let's take a little tour to our campus, Telkom University. Enjoy, everyone.
Welcome to Telkom University, the #1 best private universities in Indonesia. Here is the Telkom University Rectorate Building, or better known as the Bangkit Building. The Bangkit Building is the main building at Telkom University and is also the office for the Rector and Vice Rector. In addition, there are several service offices in the Bangkit Building, such as the Admissions Office, International Affairs Office, Academic Services, Financial Services for Students, Career and Alumni Services, and several other sections. Telkom University Campus covers up 50 hectares and included in the top 10 green campuses in Indonesia during 2019 until 2020, based on UI Green Metric version. Telkom University provides some green open spaces to support the activities of the entire academic community, one of which is Situ Teknolake, which is located in the center area of Telkom University Campus. Meanwhile, the School of Electrical Engineering, the School of Industrial Engineering, and the School of Informatics are located in the southern part of Situ Teknolake. To reach the three faculties, we can walk for about 10 minutes or use the campus shuttle for a quick trip. Right next to the School of Industrial Engineering, or FRE building, there is a pedestrian area with electric switch seating facilities and complete with an umbrella above it to protect from the sun. Telkom University also has a multi-purpose building, also known as Pelampung Building. Telkom University Open Library is located in 5th floor Matrawu Building, adjacent to the School of Economics and Business, School of Business Communication, School of Creative Industries, and School of Applied Sciences, which are located in the northern part of the Telkom University campus. Telkom University also creates Bandung Technopark as an innovation center and business incubator at Telkom University. Telkom University Convention Hall, or TUCH, is a building where large-scale events are organized, such as graduations, expo exhibition, etc. This building can accommodate a capacity of 3,000 people. Telkom University Landmark Tower is the tallest university landmark in West Java, which has 20 floors and will be projected for the School of Electrical Engineering, School of Industrial Engineering, and School of Informatics in 2022. Telkom University provides dormitory facilities which accommodate a capacity of 7,000 students each year. The Telkom University Public Lecture Building, named the Tokong Nanas Building, has 10 floors and is used by freshmen to attend the general lectures in the first semester and the international classes. GKU also equipped by auditorium facilities, slow, futsal field, swimming pool, canteen, and also telecoffee. Telkom University Open Library provides sources of information that support learning and research conducted by the Telkom University academic community. Telkom University Library has been accredited A by the National Library and has a vision to be the leader of the Center of Knowledge and knowledge based on information technology. The Open Library has more than 100,000 titles and more than 150,000 printed and electronic collections that can be accessed from home, e-books, e-journals, and theses in the form of flipping books that can be accessed through the website 24 hours a day. This library is also complete with reading area facilities, discussion rooms, mini theaters, multimedia rooms, and digital access areas, as well as refreshment corner areas that provide free coffee and tea, as well as corners in collaboration with Bank Indonesia and the KPK. The Language Center is a support unit at Telkom University that is committed to improving the language skill of Telkom University academics and society in general so that they are ready to face the global world. Some of the services that are covered by Language Center, such as language courses, language tests, and translation or proofreading. The Center of E-Learning and Open Education, or CELO, is a part of managing digital learning content at Telkom University, such as the Learning Management System, or LMS. This LMS is an online learning platform from the regular study program and the distant education study program Telkom University. During the activities at Telkom University were carried out online using the Learning Management System, or LMS. It is also supported by the launch of the CELO mobile application, which make it easier for students and lecturers to access CELO anywhere. Telkom University has 18 dormitories with a capacity of 7,000 students, consisting of 8 female dormitories and 10 male dormitories. Each dormitory tower has 94 rooms with a capacity of 376 students. New students are required to take part in the boarding program for 1 year. In addition, the dormitory also has a soft skill development program for students. There is also a dormitory for international students, which is located next to the Linian Telkom University Hotel. All facilities in Telkom University Campus are also disabled friendly, not only in terms of physical facilities, but also other important things such as 1. Body, which is community of dear volunteer students who serve as note-takers during lectures. 2. Counseling service, which is a consulting service from a psychologist integrated with eGracias. 3. eGracias friendly user interface, which has been well designed for students with color blindness. Most of the images can still be seen by students with color blindness, so that the information conveyed by the applications can be well received. The learning system at Telkom University has developed an inclusive curriculum design for several courses by providing video material supported by translated text. Some of supporting facilities at Telkom University: Student Center, Hotel Linian, Command Center, Campus Transportation Facilities, Damar Building Auditorium, Sports Facilities, Ball, Basketball, Tennis, Swimming Pool, Jogging Track, Business Center, Mosque, Clinic, Canteen, T-Mart, and Green Lounge.
Okay, once again, welcome to Telkom University and be proud to be a Telutizen. Before we start today's event, let's take a photo together. And to all guests, please kindly turn on your Zoom camera. Okay, ready? On my cue. 1, 2, 3. One more. You can give a freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, everyone. Dear guests, the Welcoming New International Student Class of 2022 event will be divided into 2 sessions. The first session highlight the general information about international students and campus life. And then after the ice breaking, the event will continue to the second session with LMS informations and open library. All right, to begin with, we would like to invite the Manager of International Office to introduce our great campus Telkom University and cross-cultural understanding. Please welcome Ibu Indah Fajarwati.
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. Thank you so much. I would like to hear a sound from you, or you can also give me a reaction just to make sure that you are there. Are you there, guys? Hi.
Hi.
Still no sound. Hi, thank you.
Hello.
Hi Zulfahmi. Hi Nur Fasiha. Hi Imran. Hi Mauricio. Hi Aiza. You are there. Thank you so much. I would like to introduce you. I think you know from the video about the Telkom University, but a little bit deeper about Telkom University. Mbak Flo, can you please share the PowerPoint? Thank you. Okay, we're still waiting for the screen sharing. All right. So I will take you deeper knowledge about the Telkom University. Can you please to the next slide? Okay. So as you know, guys, that Telkom University is a university under PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia or Telkom Indonesia, the biggest telecommunication industry in Indonesia. So our telecom capital market in 2018 is about 371 billion rupiah. So we have also a group of telecommunication company in Indonesia. Telkom Indonesia has one foundation for the education. We call it Yayasan Pendidikan Telkom or Telkom Foundation that has for higher education and also schools throughout Indonesia. So the first one of the University of Higher Education is Telkom University, as you know, is a part of it. The other higher education is the Institute of Technology Telkom in Purwokerto and also Surabaya, and also Telkom Academic School in Jakarta, and also Telkom School ranging from senior high school from, I think, kindergarten. We also have that. Different about the Telkom University, we are now have student body around 30,000 students. So including also the international student, you guys are part of it now. And we have 52,000 alumni now is across the world. As you also know, we are in the area of 50 hectares. So if you are now in the campus and you already finish your isolation, you can also explore our campus, okay? We have 7 faculties and also a study program that are also accredited, both national and international. Okay, next. So this is our leaders, or the rector and vice rectors. Our rector, if you know that our rector is Professor Dr. Adi Wijaya, and the first vice rector of the academic affair is Dr. Dadan Rahadian. In the second rector, vice rector of resources is Pak Andi Joko, is also now in the Telkom Foundation. The third one, the vice rector of admission, students and alumni affair is Ibu Dr. Dida Diah Damayanti. And the vice sector of research, innovation, and also international cooperation is Dr. Rina Puji Astuti. So if you meet them, you can also, of course, always greet them. Thank you. Next slide. So this is our campus. As you already know, we have a campus hall, we have a library, dormitory also, and sports center, business center, a healthcare canteen, student center, of course, a classroom and laboratory, and also the studio. So you can explore it during your study in Telkom University. Okay, next. So this is our school. We have 7 schools. The first one is the School of Electrical Engineering. The second one is the Industrial Engineering. The third one is School of Computing. I think this year students are taking, exchange students taking the program in the School of Computing. The fourth one is the School of Economic and Business and School of Communication and Business. We also have a School of Creative Industries, and the last one is School of Applied Science. Okay, thank you. Next. So let me introduce you again, once again. the international office, and we are assisting you, all the international students are under the Directorate of Strategic Partnership or International Office. The director is Ibu Lia, who also welcome you. And I am the manager of International Office. And with me, along with me, my team is the Assistant Manager of International Mobility, Ibu Lia Marlia, and also Ms. Mefti Septiani, the Assistant Manager of International Services. You get in touch with Ibu Lia Marlia in the first, when you're coming to Telkom University, all your admission is with Ibu Lia. And after that, we are now a part of Telkom University, all the assisting with you for especially with your stay and everything will be assisted by Ibu Mefti and also her team. Okay, so you can, check our phone number and also email if you need to contact us. Okay, next. Okay, so with Ibu Lia Marlia, we have also Mr. Sena and Ms. Novi from the International Mobility Staff, and from the services, international services, there are Ms. Anissa, or we usually call her Flo, and also Mr. Rian. Usually in Indonesia, we call the woman, the girl is Ibu, or the man you can call Bapak or Mas to call, okay? You can also still call Mr. or Miss. Okay, next, thank you. So this is a little bit cross-cultural understanding. What we have to stay in Indonesia. The first one about Indonesia, of course, I think you already know, the fact about Indonesia. We are in the Southeast Asia, same with also Malaysia as the part of ASEAN. And one of the countries with the biggest population is over than 260 million people. So it's a big country with the big people. And the capital city is Jakarta. I think all of you coming to Indonesia now has to landed in Jakarta. And we are also the world most population Islamic, but the religion is diverse. There's a Christian, there's a Hindu, and also other religion. The climate in Indonesia is almost entirely tropical. We only have wet and rain and the season. Maybe different from you who have 4 seasons. There will be also adjustment for you about that. And Indonesia is the world's largest archipelago. So we have a lot of islands in Indonesia. It's almost 17,500 islands in Indonesia. So there is also a lot of language in Indonesia. We have local language. Since you are now in Telkom University and in West Java, our local language is Bahasa Sunda. But we have the official language is Bahasa Indonesia. So Bahasa Indonesia is our national language. If you communicate with people from other region, from other provinces, we use Bahasa Indonesia. Okay, next, thank you. So I think it's also most of Asian countries, the Indonesian people basis of culture along with the unity and conformity to the society rules, but also we honor and respect for the individual. And we value the loyalty to the family and friends about us. So I think most of our students now is from Asia. I think the culture is not really that different. Of course, there is a difference, but regarding how we, the value of loyalty to family and friends, I think it's the same. It's not really different. Okay, next. So what do's and don'ts in Indonesia? The first one, so do talk softly and be friendly. Indonesians are one of the most friendly people in the world. especially I think if you are in contact with people from West Java, we in Indonesia, Sundanese people are known as a soft talker, so we will talk maybe a bit soft, low, different maybe from other provinces in Indonesia. And do not scream in the public or fighting in the public. Indonesia are soft. So I think this is not only in Indonesia, it's also in your country, in your respective country. Next. So we don't usually talk straightforward to people. Sometimes if we talk straightforward, the people found it insulting or also get embarrassed. So sometimes we talk around. You just have to, get used to it, and will get what the meaning of it. And don't touch someone's head. It's insensitive and also considered disrespectful. So maybe if you are in your country, it's okay, but in Indonesia, it's considered disrespectful. Okay. Okay. Next. So do not get insult when local people ask you about personal matters. They're just curious, and it's sometimes common for us. So you might meet people and ask you, are you married now? You stay with your parent. What you do? What is your fathers do to do for a living? You can ask, and you can also answer or not. It's your choice, but please don't get insulted by it. Okay. Next, do not dress up so most people in Indonesia are traditional, and sometimes it's considered unethical if you dress uncommonly. So as we are also a Muslim and we are also Asian, usually we wear clothes like quite modest. Okay. Next, we are expecting you to open your shoes or sandals when you get inside the house or room with the carpet. So in Indonesia, if we are enter a room or a house especially, we will open our shoes or sandals. So if you are visiting, like maybe next your lecture or your friends, you can always open your sandal first, or you can ask, should I open it or not? So if they allow you to use, you can please use, but commonly we are open our sandal. So be careful also with late walking, especially if you are a woman and alone. So we are here are safe, but just to make sure that you are also safe. Please, if you go out at night, make sure you have a friends with you, so you are safer. Next. So we use thumbs to point something. We use thumb like this. So if you ask where is the direction, you can always show by using your thumb. Okay. So index finger sometimes considered. So you use this. Okay. So do not also pointing your finger to someone. It's also considered like that. I think it's also considered in any other countries. Okay, next. So always address people with Miss, Madam, or Mr. We respect our elders a lot. So sometimes, I mean, in Indonesia, we also call Bapak for your lecture, or Mas, Mas like Mas Sena or Mas Rian. To the older people, we call Bapak. For older women, we call it Ibu. We call Ibu. Okay, like and if you is younger, you can call Mbak or Kakak. That's also general use. In Bahasa Sunda, we can also call Teteh. But we don't usually call by name. So we never call Flo, can I have, or Lia, can I? So we use Ibu Lia, Mbak Lia, or Mbak Flo. Okay. Thank you. Next. So dress decently and cover up your body. So we usually, as I mentioned, we usually wear clothes that are quite modest. It may be different if you're going to Bali maybe or Lombok, it's different. But especially inside campus, we expected you to have a modest clothes. Next, do not get drunk, of course, in the public or force people to get drunk. Most, I think, of Indonesian people are not drink alcohol. So getting drunk or something is quite not really usual here in Indonesia. So I think that's in general, you will experience more than this. You can always ask to your body or to us to make sure that what you do will be appropriate or is it acceptable in Indonesia. Either way, just have fun. So enjoy your stay in Indonesia. Thank you. Back Flo.
Okay. Stop here.
I think we will continue with the services and the immigration. Okay, Ibu Mefti, you can start maybe.
Thank you, Ibu Indah. We move on to another information from assistant manager of international services. We talk about the immigration rule for international students. Please welcome Ibu Mefti Septiani.
Thank you, Miss Flo. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to welcome all of you, all the admitted students. Welcome to our lovely campus, Telkom University. Especially, I would like to welcome all the students who already arrived here in our campus. I know you passed a very challenging travel to Indonesia, yeah, during the pandemic. I can see from all of your face here, but I feel very grateful that you can save here safely and sound, yeah, without any problems. So I would like to describe a little bit about the services and immigration. I think maybe for those who already arrived in Indonesia, you already got the main idea about the immigration during your travel to Indonesia. Okay, these are our campus services. We have the academic. If you have any problems or if you have any questions or matters related to academics, you may discuss it with the academic affairs. We have the academic affairs at faculty of each faculty. So you can discuss it with the faculty staff at academic affairs, or you can also discuss it with your head of study program, or you can also visit the website. Yeah, if you face any difficulties regarding your academics. And also for the tuition fee or for the scholarship, if you get a scholarship from Telkom University, if you have any problem with the scholarship or if you want to ask about the scholarship, you can ask to the finance affairs. We have the help desk number here, and also to the students affairs. So for the immigration, related to the immigration and international services, you may ask our staff or our officer at international office. With we stay at the rectorate building, the first floor, and you can also reach us at our help desk number. And for the dormitory, if you have anything related to dormitory, you may ask the logistic department, or you may reach the staff by this number. Yes, and I'm going to share all of this hotline number to you later after this. And also for the information technology, you can ask to Putih Directorate on the help desk, or you can send a ticket through the Igrasias. e-Gracias application if you already had that application. And also besides these services, we also have a Center of Open Education. So after this, you are going to know more about that, and also the Open Library. And another facilities or another services that we have in campus, we have students dormitory for the international one. We are located inside the campus area on L building on the second and third floor. For those who already arrived in Indonesia, you are going to have self-isolation also in this building on the fourth floor. And for those who wish to stay at this dormitory, you're going to stay at the third and second floor. Third is for male students and second floor is for female students. If you got a scholarship type 2 and type 3, Telkom University scholarship, and non-scholarship students, you should pay for the dormitory. The fee is about 500,000 rupees per month. Or actually all the international student is not it's not a mandatory for you to stay at the at our international dormitory. So if you wish to stay outside of dormitory, you may. It's okay. So you may find a lot of accommodation near the campus with various facilities as well. Yeah. But if you wish to stay at our dormitory, international dormitory, you should obey to the dormitory regulations. And also we have the medical clinic, the health clinic. The name is Medica. Maybe after you finish your self-isolation, you can look around and find this Medica from the dormitory. Maybe by walking only 3 minutes, around 3 to 4 minutes, because this clinic is inside the campus area. And for all the international students, except master degree students, we already provides the health insurance for all international students, yeah, except master degree students. And you can use that health insurance when you get sick or when you feel under the weather and visit this clinic. You just need to bring the what is that, student's card, yeah, or insurance card. Later we are going to send you the insurance card. And for the fee, you should pay for every semester for the insurance fee, yeah, in each semester. And these are several programs, engaging programs or activities that you can join during your study in Telkom University, or the non-academic activities. First, we have welcoming party. So this is one of our welcoming party, the virtual one. Later, we will have another welcoming dinner for you who already arrived in our campus. And then also we have outbound. Yeah, usually like after 2 or 3 months after you arrive in Indonesia, we're going to have these activities as well. And also we have talk and discussion with the local students. We have the online one and also we have the offline one. So here you can share about any topics related to international students with our Telkom University local students. And also, we also provide a volunteering activities to local communities. If you are interested to join, we usually give like a lesson or workshop to the high school students or to the senior high school student or junior high school student around Telkom University. So later you may join these activities as well. And also we have International Office Students Buddy Club. I think every one of you already had your personal buddy. So I think also buddy is here. So maybe you can say hi, all buddies. Are you here? Or you can wave using virtual wave. Okay, so these buddies will help you during your study or during your stay in Indonesia, yeah, especially in Telkom University. So you can share anything with the buddies regarding academics or how to stay in Bandung, how to live in Indonesia. And this is the immigration. So for those who wish to come to Indonesia to study offline in Telkom University, however, during the pandemic, we face many challenges to have an offline studies. And for this semester also, we are planning to have the hybrid, but due to the Omicron, we have to postpone it. But later on, if it is possible for you to come to Indonesia, these are the the immigration process that you should prepare for coming to Indonesia. So you should have two kind of permits if you want to study in Indonesia, especially in Telkom University. For those who take student exchange or short program, or for those who take a degree program, undergraduate or graduate program. So you should provide, or you should have two kind of permits. The first one is study permit. The second one is stay permit. So study permit, we have to apply to the Ministry of Education, Higher Education, and for stay permit, we have to apply to the Ministry of Law. So if you got these two permits, you can come to Indonesia. For the stay permit, for the student exchange or short program, if you already arrive in Indonesia, we call it onshore already in Indonesia, we are going to apply for visitor visa or with the index B221A. But if you are still in your own respective country, or we call it offshore, we are going to apply for study visa, or the index is C316, sorry. So if you got this study visa, you are going to convert your visa into a limited stay permit. So this one is the difference. If you already stay in Indonesia, we're going to apply for visitor. But if you are still in your respective country, we're going to apply for study visa. And for degree students, the permit that should be applied is a study visa. And after that, after you got a study visa and arrive in Indonesia, you're going to convert your visa into temporary stay visa or ITAS. This is the arrival process during the pandemic. It's quite different with the arrival process when we are not in the pandemic situations. There are several procedures, several documents that you have to provide for coming to Indonesia. So if you wish to come, you should provide some documents for study permit, and we are going to apply it to the Ministry of Higher Education, and it takes about a month. So the preparation to come to Indonesia, maybe it takes about more or less 2 months that you can get all the permits to come to Indonesia. And then after you got your study permit, we are going to apply for your study visa. And also it takes about a month. So the total may be around 2 months if you want to prepare if you wish to come to Indonesia. And for the e-visa, it should be borne by the student around 200,000 rupiah and 150 USD. And then you will get your e-visa. After that, we are going to apply for your flight tickets and inform it to our international office officer regarding your arrival. And for this year, we are starting to accept the students to come to Indonesia under the KNB scholarship from the government, and also student exchange who already get a permission from the study program or the faculty that they are ready for for accepting the student exchange. Although you already come to our campus, but since this pandemic and also the Omicron thing, so the class or the lectures will be online. Then after you arrive in Indonesia, now we have the newest rule for the quarantine. It's only 3 days at the government facilities, but with different regulations. We're going to discuss it after this. And also do the self-isolation for about 7 to 14 days in our dormitory. And after that, after your self-isolation, we're going to convert your visa into limited stay permit, and then you can continue study at our campus. This is the updated regulations regarding health protocols traveling to Indonesia during the pandemic. So if you wish to come to Indonesia, there are several regulations regarding the quarantine period. So for those who already got booster or third dose of vaccine, now you only have to do the quarantine 3 to 24 hours or 3 days. Yeah, and also for those who got second dose of vaccine, you're going to have 5 to 24 hours for the quarantine. And for those who got the first dose of vaccination, you're going to have 7 days of quarantine. First dose means because there is several vaccine such as Johnson and Johnson who just get one dose, although it is counted as full dose, but it's still counted as first dose. So you're going to take 7 days of the quarantine. And also for the test required, you're going to take the RT-PCR 48 hours or 2 days before your departure. For all the visitors who come to Indonesia using having third dose, second dose, or first dose, same for the RT-PCR, you should have 48 hours before your departure. And also release after the quarantine, if you got 3 days, you're going to release on day 3 if your RT-PCR on the second day is negative. And for the second dose, you're going to release on day 5 if your RT-PCR on day 4 is negative. And for those who have first dose of vaccine, you're going to release on day 7 if your RT-PCR on day 6 is negative. This is the updated travel health protocols to Indonesia during the pandemic. So since this is an evolving situation, the further enclosure, travel bans, and also quarantines may be applied at any time. So I really wish you stay safe and healthy. And maybe we're looking forward to see you here and meet you in person. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Flo, you have to unmute.
Still unmute.
Thank you, Bu Mefti. And now I would like to invite the Assistant Manager of International Mobility to present the topic about scholarship regulations. Please welcome Ibu Lia Marlia.
Hello, good afternoon. So I'm here at my home because today is the schedule for me to work from home. And thank you very much, Ms. Flo, for giving me a chance to explain about the scholarship for international students. So it's very nice to see you all again. I think this is the second time we met because the first time is last week when we do the SSO socialization with Putih, Pusat Teknologi dan Informasi of Telkom University. We are discussing about your SSO account and also about Igracias, LMS, and other stuff that you need to know when you want to start your study in Telkom University. So please also note that the scholarship that I'm about to explain is the scholarship from Telkom University. It is not the scholarship from KNB KNB program, and also it's not the scholarship for exchange students. So this is the scholarship for international students who take or join degree program in Telkom University. So this semester we have new international student who join master degree program in Telkom University. Next. Okay, so this is the information. I'm very happy to explain this to you because I think the information is also going to be very useful and helpful for exchange student who may be someday interesting to join Telkom University as a degree student. As you see, Telkom University is one of the university in Indonesia who offers scholarship for international students, of course, with requirements, special requirements who meet our qualification. So what is the scholarship that we have for international students? So this is the type that we have. We have type 1 scholarship is it covered admission fee, tuition fee, and dormitory. We have also type 2 scholarship that only covered admission fee and tuition fee. And there is a type 3 scholarship for international student who that is covered only admission fee. We also we also provide scholarship for distance learning program. Telkom University have several distance learning program. For example, we have distance learning in Master of Management. We have type 1 scholarship, which is 100% tuition fee. So they don't have to pay for any tuition fee. They just need to work hard for their study. And if they can fulfill our requirement to maintain the scholarship, they can study in Telkom University and get their master degree with zero cost. And also we have distance learning scholarship type 2. Sorry, this is not type 1. The scholarship that is going to give is only 50% of the tuition fee. So this is the type of the scholarship for international student in Telkom University, non-KNB and non-exchange. We are giving this scholarship to the right candidates, to the best candidate that we have for, I don't know, from 2013, I guess. So we have a lot of international students who use these facilities. This scholarship is an academic scholarship. So what is an academic scholarship? We looking for a student, international student who perform well in their academic record. So that is why all these type of scholarship have some kind of requirements. We only give the scholarship for only the first year to new international students. So is it after the first year we're going to review their GPA? The scale of GPA in our campus is 4. So all the international students who are studying in Telkom University with scholarship, with our scholarship, they must maintain their GPA for at least 3 or above. 3 or above. So the following scheme are applied for maintaining scholarship. So if you all can read this, but I guess all the master degree program students who join us this semester already understand about this scholarship scheme, because we have one-on-one meeting and very intensive, so they can ask question about this. So I hope there is no more question about this. So the following scheme is applied for the maintaining scholarship. So this is the requirements. If your GPA as an international student in Telkom University is 3 or above, then you don't have to worry. You can have your scholarship. You can maintain your scholarship for the next year. But if your GPA is if you fail to fulfill the minimum requirement of GPA, like 2.75, until 2.99, then the tuition fee waiver is 75%. It means that you will have to pay for the tuition fee 25% of the tuition fee. And if your GPA is 2.5 or below until below 2.75, then the tuition fee waiver is only 50%. It means that you will have to pay 50% for the tuition fee. And D, if your GPA is 2.25 GPA and until under 2.5, then the tuition fee waiver is 25%. It means that you have to pay 75% of the tuition fee. And if the GPA is less than 2.25, then the tuition fee waiver is 0%. We have many international students who succeeded, complete their study in Telkom University using this scholarship, and they they can maintain their GPA above 3. We also have international student with strike A grade, which is almost 4, with the GPA almost 4. So they're working very hard because they want this program to work for them and also for their future. Next. So I've been mentioning about the tuition fee for international students. You know, if you fail to maintain your GPA above 3 or above 3, then you need to pay several percent of the tuition fee. So this is the information of the tuition fee. You can also access this information from our website, which is io.telkomuniversity.ac.id. So like you see here, we have many programs from regular to student exchange. Of course, for student exchange, we do not have a GPA requirements because student exchange program is based on our agreement with university partner. So the scholarship is reciprocal, so you don't have to worry about this. But for bachelor degree program and for master degree program, here are the tuition fee. We need we need their commitment to finish their study, so we have to make this kind of scheme because this is a great opportunity and we have many applicants to Telkom University, especially for the scholarship. So we need to make sure that about their commitment, and also we need to make sure that the one who receive our scholarship is the best candidate that really need this for their future. So for bachelor degree program, we have several different components of fee. So we have admission fee. It's only paid one time when international students join Telkom University, and we also have tuition fee, which is must be paid per semester. So if you get, let's say if you get a type 1 scholarship, you won't have to pay for the admission fee and also the tuition fee for the first year, and also they get a free dormitory. So this is the value of your scholarship in Telkom University. But if you are failed to fulfill the minimum GPA that we required, then let's say your GPA is under 3, but between 2.75, then the tuition fee that you need to pay is 20% from 18 million rupiah. So that is the mathematics of our scholarship scheme. Next. MD Ariful Islam, is there any, we have question from Arif, is there any language requirement for master degree? If you can speak Melayu, you are from UTM, right? So I don't know what year you are now in UTM, but Malaysia is using bahasa or language that almost the same with Indonesia. If you can speak a bahasa Melayu, then you certainly going to understand bahasa Indonesia. But if you speak English fluently, then we you can also join us, but unfortunately in Telkom University, the master degree program only only available in Bahasa Indonesia. So if you good in English, but if you have ability in Bahasa Indonesia, it will be better. For okay, for TOEFL, I guess we required all master degree program at least 500 with the score of 500. So I think that is all. That is the explanation about scholarship from me, Telkom University scholarship, not KNB or other scholarship that we have with our government. And also, since you are now a Tel-U student, you are one of us in Telkom University. I would like to invite you to subscribe and follow and like and comment and share our social media account. In YouTube, we have International Office of Telkom University. You can, the video in that YouTube channel can help you get to know better Telkom University and what program do you want to take. Also, we have Facebook, a fan page in Facebook. It's International Office of Telkom University. We share the info almost every day. Every info updates that we have about our event, registration, and also other policy in Telkom University, especially for international students. We will post it in our fan page and also in our Instagram account. I guess almost everybody here have Instagram account, so please do follow us. Our Instagram account is IO Telkom Unif, and also we have TikTok. Do you have TikTok? Because it's very hype now. You can find us on IO Telkom Unif. It's very entertaining and also educating. Yeah, you can get a lot of information about Telkom University and also international office. I guess that is all from me, Ms. Flo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mbak Lia. Yeah, don't forget to follow our social media, yeah, everyone. And then before we continue to the next sessions, let's have a short break, but not a break. We play a game. We have a Kahoot game here, and there is a prize only for one winner. Okay, so only for one winner. The Kahoot games is about Indonesia, and I assume you have a little bit information about Indonesia, yeah, since maybe Malaysia close to Indonesia, or maybe for the KNB students already learn a little bit about Indonesia. Okay, there you go. You can open kahoot.it. Yeah. So here it is. Join at www.kahoot.it, and then they will ask you to fill in the pin, the game pin, and then write down the game pin, and then write down your nickname. Okay. It's me. Who is me? It's okay if you want to write your alias, your stage name, it's okay. But if you become the winner, please let us know your real name, yeah. We already have 24 range player. Wait until maybe 30 or maybe 48. We have 28 players. More players. Okay, 29. One more. Okay, 28. Two more. Remember, there is a prize for the winner. Okay, 30. Let's start the game. Okay, well, we have 31. Okay, anyone? Or we just start? Oh, 31. Okay, let's start the game, yeah? 1, 2, 3, go. Welcome to Indonesia once again. What is the capital city of Indonesia? Oh, thunderstorm. Okay. Yes, Jakarta. Anyone? Bandung? Oh, Aisha. Okay, next question. On what island of Indonesia would I find the magnificent of Borobudur?
Borobudur and its surrounding is like one spirit that brings serenity, a conquered heaven. Borobudur leaves so much meaning to the people around it. True happiness. Look at their faces. In this empty hallway, it's like we are invited to appease ourselves.
Okay. We have 31. One more person. 32 answers. Okay, 33. Java Island. Yeah, in here, yeah, in Java. Oh, Aisa still number 1. Third questions. What mythical bird is associated with the Indonesia? Easy also. Phoenix, maybe. Okay, we have Garuda. Wow, Aisa still a leader. Approximately how many islands make up Indonesia? Ibu Indah already mentioned it before. How many islands? If you listen closely to Ibu Indah mentioned it. Yeah, 17,500. It's me. Okay. Next. In 2020, this TikTok song is the viral one in Malaysia. Please continue this lyric.
Sakitnya tuh di sini di dalam hatiku. Sakitnya tuh di sini.
Continue this lyric, guys. Be careful.
Sakitnya
pas kena hatiku ya. Next question. We'll see now. Still, it's me. The 6 questions. What is the name of the imaginary line that runs through Indonesia that makes Indonesia hot? Southern tropic, summer line, tropical line, or equator? Okay, equator ya. Next, the 7. Indonesia is famous with its blah 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 athlete. You can see the video. Maybe you can guess what kind of competition it is. Okay, badminton. Okay, the 8. How many population of Indonesia? Oh, it's already mentioned also when Ibu Indah give an intro. Approximate blah blah blah. It's close to Ibu Indah information. Yes, 258. Around 258. Okay, Akif. Ooh. 9 of 10. Indonesia Merdeka is the title of Indonesian anthem. Is it true or false? That's false ya. It should be anyone? Indonesia Raya ya. Okay, next. The last questions. Telkom University is located in the capital city of Indonesia. Refers to the first question. You must know. It is true or false. Welcome to Indonesia. The winner is, the third position is Basiman, second it's me, and then the first one is Akif. Congratulations, Akif. Okay, and to Akif, please contact our international office staff to further informations and also to claim your prize. Yeah. All right. As I mentioned before, the second session will be about the LMS, Learning Management System in Telkom University. We already have the assistant manager of digital content development of production service, Bapak Wawan Tripiawan.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Pak. Please welcome Bapak Wawan. Time is yours, Pak.
Okay. Maybe I want to share some presentation. Oh ya, sudah ya. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay. First of all, welcome to Telkom University and welcome to this new semester. As mentioned earlier by Ms. Anissa, that we are using a learning management system (LMS) in our educational process. Let me share you the insight of our learning management system. Okay, Ms. Anissa, how much time do I have here to share my PowerPoint?
Around 15 minutes, Pak.
15 minutes, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Because I have some maybe very short video about about e-learning in Telkom University. So this is Cello, yeah, a unit for developing e-learning content inside Telkom University, and it will be used during the educational process for lectures, for task management, for quizzes, even for mid-exam and final exam. So this platform will make us possible to learn anywhere, anytime, yeah, because the learning platform, learning material, and video of the lecturer, it will be shared in one platform, and all of you can read it, can see the video, and maybe review your task in anywhere, anytime with any device. Of course, with the internet connection in all of the device. So maybe I will show you a very short video around 2 minutes about Cello. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can you hear the voice? Okay.
I think we cannot hear the sound.
Okay. I will restart the share, yeah, because the sound of the video is, I think, it's not coming out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Telkom University selalu menjawab tantangan dalam kemajuan pendidikan. Sebagai universitas yang berkomitmen untuk menciptakan masa depan yang gemilang, Telkom University.
Sorry for that. Okay, I will reshare it again. Yeah.
Telkom University selalu menjawab tantangan dalam kemajuan pendidikan. Sebagai universitas yang berkomitmen untuk menciptakan masa depan yang gemilang, Telkom University siap menghadapi revolusi industri 4.0 dengan mempersembahkan Cello. Center of E-Learning and Open Education merupakan platform pembelajaran daring yang disiapkan Telkom University dalam menghadapi revolusi industri 4.0. Cello memiliki 3 fokus utama, yakni Learner Excellence, Teacher Excellence, dan Institutional Excellence. Melalui 3 fokus tersebut, Cello dapat menjadi ekosistem bagi model pengembangan pembelajaran yang baru. Cello menyediakan layanan yang memfasilitasi mahasiswa agar dapat melakukan kuliah dimanapun dan kapanpun. Bermodalkan gawai yang terhubung internet, mahasiswa dapat menggunakan layanan Cello dengan mudah dan praktis. Dalam mengembangkan model pendidikan yang dinamis, Cello memiliki sejumlah fasilitas penunjang, seperti studio rekaman untuk menghasilkan video pembelajaran interaktif, dan ruang post-production untuk menyempurnakan kualitas video pembelajaran. Dengan adanya fasilitas tersebut, diharapkan materi pembelajaran dapat tersampaikan secara maksimal. Sehingga, kini jarak dan waktu tidak akan menjadi hambatan bagi mahasiswa dalam mengakses berbagai materi pembelajaran yang berkualitas. Telkom University bersama Cello akan selalu memberikan layanan dan model pengembangan pembelajaran terbaik bagi generasi mendatang. All you need is one click to learn everywhere and every time with Cello Telkom University.
Okay, that's our profile in Cello.
Telkom.
Stop servers. Yeah. Okay, now in your daily activity, all of the students will in touch with learning management system. That is one of our product in Cello. Yeah. Beside many other platform, but don't worry, you don't have to access all of this platform within your screen, because you only have to access the LMS, which is Learning Management System. Now, in each LMS for your courses, that will be consist of several content. First is a lecture note or panduan pembelajaran. The second one is a video for the lecture and lecture note. And for its pop quiz, quiz within the video, and discussion forum, quiz review. Quiz review, it will be in every week or maybe in mid exam or final exam. And then external link, several links from outside of campus, maybe from YouTube, from a journal, from a proceeding, and for other from any other research result. And lastly is task management or assignment. So I think everyone here already have the access to our LMS. Hopefully, yes, yeah. So if every one of you have the access to our LMS, so in the last slide, maybe you can try for a little training within the LMS to access the LMS itself. First, in every courses or in every class within the LMS, there always be a panduan pembelajaran or subject description. It will contain the description of the course, the number of credit, the number of topic that will be covered within the semester. Yeah, most of all, it will cover almost 14 weeks for meeting. Yeah, and in every topic there will be more detailed description. So you can find it in every courses. For example, in one semester, you will be graded for maybe 4 to 5 courses, and every courses will be in different page. Now, this is the first content, subject description. And after the subject description, every courses should be have video learning. Yeah, it will be a very short video, but maybe in one chapter, it will be consist of 5 to 7 video. So this is the example for project management courses. Yeah, it will display several short video, and if you click the one of the video, it will be play like this. You don't have to worry that will be out of the LMS, because the video it will play within the LMS. Just watch the video, listen carefully to the description or to the explanation from the lecture, and you will get the insight. And if you have any question, there will be forum to discuss about several topics. Okay. So how about the material? Yeah, the material, it will be shared within the LMS as well. Yeah, because there will be a lecture notes. Yeah, some of the courses will display one or maybe more lecture notes. Yeah, depend on the courses. Yeah, for example, in the screen, in project management process and introduction, the lecturer share 3 lecture notes in every chapter. So you can download it, you can read it within the LMS, or you can download and keep on your personal computer and read it anywhere you want. Okay, and every chapter it will be provided at least 1 lecture note. Yeah, some of courses maybe different numbers. Yeah, some of them in only 1 lecture note. There some of them more than 1. Yeah, for example, there are 3 lecture notes here. And yeah, in the previous there are video, and some of courses they have a pop quiz within the video. So you watch the video, and maybe in the middle of the video it will come up pop quiz. Yeah, you can answer it, just choose where the right answer, and we can check it at the end of the video whether our answer is correct or not. And if you want to try it again, you can replay the video and the quiz will be come again. Okay, now there are forum as well. So maybe the lecturer will post some topics to discuss with, and the student can reply or maybe asking new question, and the lecturer or maybe some other friend will come up with the right answer or maybe another discussion. Yeah, so in this hybrid or hybrid and asynchronous learning, this forum is very useful to enhance our knowledge in several topics. Yeah, so maybe one student or a lecturer will post some topic to discuss within the process. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, there are quiz review in every chapter. Yeah, it vary depend on the situation. There are multiple choice and true false, maybe some of with an essay. And if any one of you in programming, there are live code within the LMS as well. Okay, and for example, when we have a quiz review with the multiple choice, after you finish the quiz, the grade will be directly came up. Yeah, okay. Then there are also external link. Yeah, the external link, it is the link for other resource, maybe from YouTube, from journal paper, from proceeding, and any other resource that comply with the material for each course. And you can download it with the link that already mentioned within the LMS. And the last is, this is the most useful tools maybe in our LMS. It is assignment. So almost every courses, almost every chapter, the lecturer will give you assignment. Yeah, it is very, maybe you have to make a proposal, you have to make a paper review, you have to make a sample coding, and then you have to save it in the document and upload it within the LMS. Yeah, this tools is very useful. Yeah, before we use the LMS, the student maybe have to send it by email, but sometimes the lecturer have so many emails, so it will forget the previous one. But when we using the LMS, don't worry that you don't have to worry about the lecturer did not receive the task. Yeah, you have to download here, upload the document here, and the lecturer will review after all of the task is submitted. Okay, yeah, this is I assume that every one of you already have the username and password to explore the LMS. Yeah, directly to the course, but maybe you can enroll in here. Yeah, maybe I will share the link later in the chat room in the Zoom. So it is online learning experience for Tel-U student. Yeah, you can enroll in this class and you can explore what can I do in this learning management system, how to download the material, how to view the video, how to upload the task, and how to do the quiz within the LMS. Yeah, there are so many tutorial here, and hope you can try this. Yeah, after this session. And that's all. Thank you very much. Maybe open question for the LMS platform. I will share the link, yeah, in the chat box.
Okay, thank you, Pak Wawan. We will discuss about this later, yeah, guys. And then before the end of the session, we will have an open discussion. So if you have questions, maybe you can write in the chat box, and then we will discuss later. Okay, and we now we continue to the next informations. We have one of the most favorite places in Telkom University. I would like to invite Open Library to deliver the information about Open Library services. Please welcome Ibu Ajeng, Ibu Jeng Ayu Ningtyas. Hello, Ibu Ajeng.
Yeah, probably Bu Ajeng is still waiting to join this discussion or this event. Maybe, yeah, we can wait for about 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's okay if I ask you some question, guys. Maybe we'll play a game again. No, yeah. Maybe I need one of you. Let's see. Anyone here, the student exchange or KNB students, what do you think about having sorry, what do you think about learning in Telkom University so far? Anyone, can be KNB or student exchange, before I point to someone. Toto, Tutu, you smile. You wanna ask? You wanna answer the question?
Well, we didn't take any physical
I
classes
saw
yet,
you
so
smile, Tutu.
Yeah, like hello everyone. Like we didn't, as Imran say, like we didn't have like offline lessons, offline courses yet. But so far during the online learning, actually it was great. I enjoyed it so much, and I hope like it will be better as we are here. Like maybe hybrid class so that we would like
yeah, physically will be more easily for us to engage with the local students from here, so we can
actually
chat in class and
Do you have any obstacles during your learning, online learning? Anyone?
No, I think
Any
as far
obstacles?
as I know, it was fun, but mostly for those students who's from like African countries, they face many problems with the internet, but it was totally fine.
How about the student from Malaysia? All of you guys just arrived in Indonesia, and how about your experience learning through LMS maybe?
Mostly shy.
Yesterday I joined with the class, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yesterday I joined with the class, and it was very good session. And yeah, like I scroll LMS also, and the lecture were very good. So far so good for me.
Okay, thank you, Ariful.
Hi, Miss Anissa. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm here.
Our speaker here.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it's still Selway session. I'm sorry.
Okay. Time is yours, Mbak Ajeng.
Okay. So probably I will wait for a moment for Mas Obrian to join in this meeting. So probably thank you, Miss Anissa, for a warm introduction. And hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ajeng. I'm sorry I'm late. I am librarian in Telkom University Open Library, and actually I'm so glad to joining this session today. Mas Obrian, you already joined? Okay. Probably, but first, I would like to congratulate you all to be accepted as international students in Telkom University. And as Miss Leah said before, you are officially become Telutizen in the best private university in Indonesia. So hopefully you will get the best experience in our library, actually to support your learning during your study in Telkom University. So probably today, I will give you like the basic information about Telkom University Open Library, what kind of services that we have here, and then also the facilities that provides for all the students in Telkom University, including international students. Yeah, but actually before that, let's see the video of profile of Telkom University Open Library. Enjoy. Okay, please wait for the moment. So actually, probably you guys want to share on the chat box, probably what kind of activities, probably that you like the most, that you enjoy the most in the library, because probably library in Indonesia, it's a bit different with the library in your country. So probably you want to share in the chat box what kind of activities that you enjoy the most. Okay, let's see the video right now. Enjoy.
tengah kondisi literasi bangsa yang terpuruk, sebuah lembaga pendidikan dituntut untuk berperan besar sebagai agen perubahan. Open Library Telkom University lahir sebagai jawaban dan menantang zaman. Menjadi leader dari pusat ilmu pengetahuan berbasis teknologi informasi adalah visi yang kami anut sebagai pedoman memajukan pendidikan Indonesia. Namun cita-cita akan hanya menjadi mimpi bila kita tidak memulai. Dibutuhkan insan cerdas dan kompetitif untuk mewujudkan yang terbaik. Open Library memiliki 3 pokok pemikiran. Open untuk menerima semua jenis knowledge, open untuk berbagi knowledge dengan manajemen lain, open untuk siapapun yang ingin belajar. Untuk itu, Open Library mengusung misi, berperan aktif dalam melakukan akuisisi pengetahuan, mengelola pengetahuan, dan berbagi pengetahuan. Berperan aktif dalam meningkatkan minat baca dan tulis di masyarakat. Bekerja sama dengan semua instansi dalam pengembangan ilmu pengetahuan. Mewadahi berbagai kebutuhan ilmu dan aktivitas keilmuan, Open Library menyediakan berbagai fasilitas. Dengan jumlah koleksi buku yang lengkap dan fasilitas modern, Open Library Telkom University disambut antusias oleh publik. Namun sumber daya keilmuan dan perpustakaan Telkom University tidak ingin berhenti pada pengembangan pelayanan fasilitas dan koleksi pustaka saja. Telkom University juga ingin perpustakaannya dapat bermanfaat sebesar mungkin dan untuk sebanyak mungkin bagi masyarakat. Segala pencapaian tersebut kami pandang sebagai sebuah cermin besar, agar kami selalu ingat bahwa bukan piala dari ajang bergengsi yang menjadi tujuan, melainkan semangat belajar melalui jendela ilmu untuk menciptakan masa depan.
Okay, yay! That's a bit overview of Open Library. And after this, probably Mas Sobran, please to share the presentation, please. Okay, as Miss Mevti probably she said earlier that our library actually located in Mantrawo building on the 5th floor. And then next, Mas Sobran. Okay. And the library located actually between the School of Business Communication and School of Economic Business, right in front of School of Applied Science, yeah. And then Telkom University Open Library actually is central library, so there is no library in every faculty. And actually our library have a branch in Telkom University South Campus, Geger Kalong, especially for student Master of Management, yeah. And for the opening hours during the pandemic, our library open from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And actually there is a restriction on the number of visitors in one time. Yeah, actually we reduce about 50% from the capacity of the building, but actually don't worry because our library website and online resources can be accessed 24 hours, 7 days a week. Yeah. Okay, and actually next, again, it's another basic question from students, how to become a member of the library. Actually, there is no specific regulation about this as long as you are the students of Telkom University and have the Igrasias account, you are officially become a member of the library. And you guys actually have the rights to access all the collection and online resources as same as regular students and also the lecturers. Yeah, actually easy step to activate your library account for international students, all you need to do is to log in into the library website, openlibrary.telkomuniversity.ac.id. And actually, voila, now you are a member of the library. Actually, easy peasy. There's no fuss, yeah, it's so easy. And actually, next, Mas Oben. Before, the previous presentation. And for the circulation service regulation, especially for printed books or materials, the students can borrow 4 books maximum for 7 days, but actually due date can be extended online for the next 7 days. After that, the students needs to pay attention because there is a fine if you haven't returned the book to the library on time. Yeah, the fine that will be applied is 1,000 per day per book. And actually, sometimes the students accidentally lost the books. I'm sorry, because if you lost the book that you borrowed from the library, you shall replace with the same book or the latest version with the book that lost. Yeah, so be careful. Okay. And next, Mas Oben, library collection data per today in Telkom University Open Library, we have actually more than 113,000 titles and more than 169,000 copies. So these are the collection in our library. We have printed books, of course, e-books, and also the thesis, modules, teaching materials, e-journals, proceedings, newspaper, and also the magazine. Yeah. So I guess let's visit directly to our website, Mas Oben, and please try it by yourself by visit openlibrary.telkomuniversity.ac.id. And probably before that, I would like to apologize for some feature in our website still in Bahasa. But don't worry, if you have a question or difficulties when you need to find learning materials, you can directly contact us. Please throw us a text by live chat on our website. Yeah. Okay. Yes. That's okay. As appeared on the screen, these are the latest collection in our library, which can be accessed by the students and also the lecturers. But actually, in recent years, our open library focused on providing e-books because, during the pandemic, the students are studying from home, so the student actually will easily access directly all the collection from home. And as I said earlier, for those of you who already have a Gracias account, you can actually activate by logging into the library website to activate your account. And Mas Sobran will show it to you, how. Okay. But if I'm not mistaken, for the KMB student, you guys will get the Gracias account in September, if I'm not mistaken. But don't worry, just in case you need to find the books or other references, actually you can try to sign up. Yeah. Okay. What if you haven't get the Gracias account? Don't worry, you just click the sign up. Yeah. Okay. And then click register. Okay. You need to fill in the form manually, your full name. Okay, and then the password for the website, your phone number, your active phone number, of course, and actually your address. It's okay actually to mention the dormitory if you live in dormitory. And after that, okay, yeah. And after that, this is the most important part. You need to choose member type, international student. Okay, and click register. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we will try once again. And actually, if you after you click the register button, after that the admin will verify the data and will notify you by email. And after that, you are ready to go. Okay. Okay. Let's move to In our website, actually, you can explore by using search engine to find the teaching materials, ebooks, and also for the thesis collection. For the ebooks collection, you can download it directly from our website and save it on your device. Yeah. Okay. As for the example, Mas Obrian. Okay. This is production, operation, and supply chain management as for the example. Sorry, it's still in Bahasa, but you need to scroll down and then click ebook PDF, and then it's voila. Yep, it's already downloaded on your device or your laptop. Yeah. Okay. And for thesis, actually you can read it online by streaming in our website. So basically, it's like you are reading on a Kindle. You can access it 24 hours, 7 days a week. Okay, you need to choose jenis koleksi, what kind of collection that you want to find or you need. Okay, you need to cari. Okay, so for the example. And don't forget to log in first before you doing the searching for the ebooks and also for the thesis. Okay, and this is for the example. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go back to home. Okay, and actually, of course, as the library has the big role to support research and also the learning process in Telkom University, we provide actually online resources from many publishers and also databases which provide e-journals, e-books, e-magazines related to the major and faculty in Telkom University, such as IEEE, as it's shown, as IEEE, Springer, Science Direct, Statista, especially for computer science, we subscribe ACM for e-journal, e-proceedings, and also e-magazine. Because actually we try to continuously improve online services during the pandemic, especially to access e-journals directly from home. We provide MyLaw applications, which is like a single app to access all those online resources that Telkom University provides. So actually, I will share the link on the chat box, how you can install MyLaw on your device or laptop. But you need to make sure you already have the email with the domain of students.telkomuniversity.ac.id. Okay. Yeah. Okay, don't worry if you have a question, you can ask me after the session. Okay, and after this, let's have a quick tour, probably. Let's have a quick virtual tour by using 360 videos. Actually, it's available in our website. Okay. Okay, let me show you about the facilities that we have in our library. So it's a bit quiet because during the pandemic, it's, the students mostly studying from home, yeah. And then actually, this is our main lobby. Mas Obrian, please show our main lobby. And then, okay. And then actually over there, we have a locker room. Actually, for the students who wants to put their bags before they're entering the library. So you need to, because when you're entering the library, there is no sleepers. There's no sleepers. And then there is no jackets. You need to bring your own belongings by using the bag provided by the library. Okay. Okay, let's move to the gate, Mas Sobran. Okay, this is our main gate. And before the student enter the library, the student must have a card to be detected as a presence in the library. So make sure you always bring the student's card. Yeah, and especially during the pandemic, we are trying to keep the strict health protocol. So there will be temperature check, and we will provide hand sanitizer for the visitor to use. Yeah. Okay, let's go inside. Yeah. This is our, we call it as alun-alun. Alun-alun is like a city hall, but it's like a meeting point in our library. Okay, as the information since 2015, Telkom University Open Library has been accredited A by the National Library of Indonesia. We have 6 personnel librarians and 6 personnel to handle technical support. And as you can see, probably Mas Sobran, I want to show the international student circulation desk. Okay, it's the basic services in the library, actually where the students can lend and return the books. But in this kind of pandemic situation, our users can borrow and return it online, and we will send it by online delivery directly to their home. Yeah. Okay. And actually Telkom University Library with an area of 3,200 square meters with a capacity of more than 1,000 visitors at one time. We have 13 discussion rooms, mini theater as recreational services, multimedia where we provide computers for the students to access audiovisual collection, reading area, of course, Mas Sobran, probably we will go to the reading area. Okay, reading area. Okay, right in the back of yeah. Right behind the OPEC PC. Okay, let's go back to alun-alun first. But actually it's okay. And in reading area, the table that has been installed with the glass barrier. Yeah, okay, as you can see. Yep. There is a glass barrier to reduce the risk of spreading the virus and keep the distance between the users. And actually, there is one spot that one of the most favorite spot in our library. Probably we can go directly to a refreshment corner. Because actually in refreshment corner, we provide coffee and tea for free for the students and all the visitors. But unfortunately, it closed, temporarily closed during the pandemic. Okay, I miss this place. Okay, and probably let's go back. Okay, and beside to refreshment corner, there is a reference area. Yeah, reference area where sometimes the students, when they are doing their thesis, they can use this area. Okay, as you can see, we have these are magazines. Yeah, and also for the we have PC that provides for the students. Okay, slow down a bit, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And probably we haven't go to the mini theater, yeah. Okay. And actually we have the mini theater. So it's like a recreational services. Yes, this is our mini theater. Sometimes we have like a movie screening, teaching startup, video production, and etc. And also we have 13 discussion rooms with a different capacity from 2% to 10 people. Okay, and for discussion rooms, actually the students can reserve it by our website. Yeah. Okay, probably Mas Sobrian want to show about the discussion room. Okay, discussion room. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably you guys want to explore our website by yourself after this session, and probably after that, actually our library cooperates with many parties such as West Java Provincial Library, industry, community like the Asia Foundation, and etc. From this cooperation, we get such reading material grants not only for Telkom University, but also for other library in West Java. Okay, so I guess for more information, the students usually contact us by as a librarian services, which they can reach us through WhatsApp, line, email, and our library regularly update on Instagram at openlibrary.tel.u. So I guess that's all. Thank you for having me. Just in case you want to have something to ask, feel free to ask me. Thank you. Back to you, Miss Anissa.
Thank you, Mbak Ajeng. Thank you, Mbak Ajeng.
Yes, thank you, Miss Anissa.
Now we will begin our discussion, guys. You may turn on your microphone to ask the question directly to the speakers or drop the questions into the chat feature. So yeah, if you have a questions, you can write down and then the speakers will answer directly. Okay. Any questions?
Hi guys, you're still there?
Little bit sleepy, maybe.
Maybe they are exploring the open library 3D view, yeah, Miss Ajeng.
Yes.
Okay, Mbak Ajeng, if students visit during the pandemic, they can visit. They can still visit the library, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, from 8 a.m. to until 4 p.m.
Is there any particular rules during the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean during the pandemic we have like strict protocols, like using a mask, and then using hand sanitizers, and on the enter gate we have like a temperature check, and also we provide the hand sanitizers.
Okay. So maybe after
we
your
have
quarantine.
Toto, I guess.
Okay.
Danisa.
Toto? Yeah, Toto.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam.
Hi, Toto.
Hello, madam. I would like to ask us, we don't really have now student ID.
Yeah.
And if I would like, and we already have the online library, we can get into the online library. So if I want to go to the open library, like now, should I bring some identification card or anything related? Because yeah, you say that we need to have that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Toto, for the question. Actually, it's yeah, probably we understand that probably all the international students probably haven't get the student's ID, right, Bu Anissa?
Yeah.
But actually, sometimes we only need to verify the data by showing the passport, or probably yeah, I mean the passport is more than enough. It's okay. It's okay. You just come to the library, and then our personnel will help you in our library. Please come, Toto.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Ajeng,
Any other
I
questions?
can explain a little bit about Toto and also Imran and other KNB student. So right now they are still in their bahasa course, BIPA course. So they are not officially Telkom University students. They will start their study in master degree on September. So the next semester, not this even semester. So they haven't got their SSO, and also they don't have their student ID yet. So is it possible for them to access the open library facility, like visit the open library because they are here now in our campus, or access the open library application online?
Okay, actually I already explained it before, because actually for the KND students, they will get the Iglesias account in September. I get it, the information from Ms. Mehdi, but actually don't worry, just like we show you before, the KND students actually can sign up in our website, openlibrary.telkomuniversity.ac.id. Okay, probably we will show you once again. Okay, on the right corner, there is a sign up button, and then you just click the register, and then you just need to fill in the form manually. Okay, you need to fill in your full name, the password for the website, for our website, and then your phone number. Okay. Okay, and your address. Probably the KND students stay in dormitory, and you can write it. You can write dormitory. It's okay. And you can choose the member type, international students. Okay, and then click register. Okay. Yeah. And after that, we will notify you by email. And then after you get an email, you are good to go to explore the website of Open Library. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Leah. So hopefully, guys, that's that probably. Hopefully, it's pretty clear.
Yeah. Is there any questions, guys? Okay. If there is no questions anymore.
Hi, Nur Fasiha. Thank you. Please come to the library.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. We hope today's information can be useful for all of you. For further information, you may visit our social media. In Instagram, we have @io Telkom Univ, or our website io.telkomuniversity.ac.id. Thank you for your attentions. Good afternoon, and see you in another event. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mbak Ajeng. Thank you, Pak Wawan, Bu Lia, Mbak Indah, Bu Indah, Mbak
It's not
Mehdi.
enough to have a dream.
Thank you for everyone for coming.
We have to fly, reaching our potential. Because science has no edge. It is the human duty to learn and understand. Looking from afar does not mean to be condescending. It's just a matter of point of view. To admire the beauty from the side of maturity.
You may leave the room, guys.
To adding new meaning into achievement.
Hey you, my comrade in arms. I know this has been a very difficult time. Spending the quota from home, unable to see each other, face the challenging of online study. But our campus is still waiting for our melodious laughter. Just pray each other that we always be healthy. Take your time until it's time to come, and the word COVID is obsolete. Let's get back together someday. And write down stories about the future. The height makes me understand that running is not enough to achieve a dream. We have to fly, reaching our potential. Because science has no edge. It is the human duty to learn and understand. Looking from afar does not mean to be condescending. It's just a matter of point of view. To admire the beauty from the side of maturity, to adding new meaning into achievement.
Misi, udahan Lucy.